Okay, is it Mr. Christopher Wassenaar?
Yes.
Is that how you say it, Wassenaar?
Yep, that's pretty good.
Okay. My name is Judge Sara Smolenski, and I have you in front of me for what's called an arraignment. We're just waiting on the attorney that's with the Michigan Indigent Defense Council. He'll be joining us in a second. You may
I'm
have
here,
already
Your
been
Honor.
able to. Okay, Mr. Howard is there. You may have already been able to talk to Mr. Howard briefly. The arraignment, Mr. Wassenaar, is the first time you come before the court to hear what it is you're charged with, what the possible penalties are, and what your rights are. The charge stems from yesterday on a charge of domestic violence against this Angela Wassenaar. It's a misdemeanor criminal offense, up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fine. Court costs can be on top of that. They're talking about an address in Plainfield Township in Belmont, on Belmont Street, and they're saying that you made an assault or an assault and battery on this Angela Wassenaar, somebody that you've been in a dating relationship with. Is it actually technically your spouse?
Yes, my wife.
Okay. So when you're looking at a case like this, you can plead guilty or not guilty. You can have a trial in front of a judge or a jury. You can have an attorney. Court could appoint an attorney for you if you couldn't afford to hire your own. Then you pay the expense of a court-appointed attorney. You'd have the right to have a trial where you could bring in witnesses, cross-examine witnesses, take the stand yourself, be a witness if you wanted to. If you chose not to, your silence cannot be held against you. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Can you think of any questions that you have so far with what I've said, Mr. Wassenaar?
No.
The reason I asked if it's your spouse is because it's the same last name, and they're talking about a dating relationship. So sometimes people are married and then divorced. I wasn't clear what that was. Are you currently right now on probation or parole anywhere?
No.
Do you have cases in any other courts?
No.
Where do you work?
I work at Trudell Trucking out in Jenison,
Is it
Michigan.
considered a full-time job?
Yes, it is.
Do you drive for Trudell or do you do something else?
No, I'm a mechanic, a technician.
Okay, so do you stay right with your mechanic and your technician work? Do you stay right at the plant, wherever it's located?
Yeah, right in the shop right there, yeah.
Where is it?
In Jenison?
In Jenison? Do you
Yep.
and this Angela have any kids?
Yes.
How many children do you have together?
Biologically just ours, the two of us, or
Yeah.
from different? We have
Well,
one
no,
son.
I mean, you could say we got
4
6
kids
total, 2 together.
Yeah, we got 4 total, one of
Okay.
just ours.
Is the
together.
one that's yours together the youngest of the 4?
Yes.
And do those other 3 go back and forth to the other parents that they belong to as well?
Yes.
And sometimes they're all at the Belmont address?
Yes.
Is that a house?
Yes.
Does your spouse work outside the home?
No. Yes, no. As of this
Like what?
exact minute right now, yes, because she's training for it, but in a couple weeks it will be only working at home.
So the work that she'll be doing, even though she's training on it right now, will be at a stay-at-home, doing it out of the home?
Yes.
What kind of
Correct.
work is that?
It's traveling, like she's a traveling nurse, and she's gonna be doing that charting and stuff from home and
Okay.
stuff like
All right.
that.
Is she an RN or an LPN?
An RN. I don't.
Okay. That address on Belmont, is it a regular house?
Yep.
Do other people live there besides you guys and the kids?
A dog and a cat.
Yeah, but no people, I'm talking, no adults,
No.
nobody else. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Have you only been in custody since yesterday?
Yeah.
Today's Thursday, the 1st of October. What time roughly did you go to jail yesterday?
It was around 1 a.m.
So 1 in the morning?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, as it relates to this, Mr. Howard, if there's anything you can think of that you want to say regarding Mr. Wassenaar.
Your Honor, Mr. Wassenaar has a very good job, and he indicated to me that he doesn't believe his wife wants to pursue this matter, and he'd like to go back home. I explained to him that would be up to the court, and the prosecutor. So beyond that, Your Honor, I think you have all the facts you need to set an appropriate bond, and I would defer to the court.
Okay. Mr. Wassenaar, are the two kids that you have with a separate party younger than the 10-year-old that she has?
Yes.
So the 10-year-old would be the oldest of all the kids there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Not by much,
You're going to
but
be
yes.
able to come up with some financial payment to get out of jail if you call friends, family, or somebody with your full-time job? Are you going to have any monies available to you to make bond?
Yeah.
So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to make it a $200 cash bond. That's $200. You post $200, you're released. No criminal activity. And right now, because I don't have the details of the case, no contact with Angela. Because it's no contact with Angela, it's no contact with the property on Belmont Avenue, the house, your house, even though it's your house. Until I get further information about whether you're going to be able to reside there or have the no contact order lifted, it's standard that we order the no contact. I'm not going to say no contact with all the kids. It gets a bit confusing. Right now, I'm just going to say no contact with Angela and no contact with the property. No criminal activity, and that pretty goes, standard. We enter a plea of not guilty on the domestic violence case. They'll set it up and tell you when your next appointment is going to be, all of that. I had indicated you had the right to have an attorney. If you couldn't afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you. I told you you have a right to bring in witnesses, cross-examine witnesses, take the stand yourself, be a witness if you wanted to. If you chose not to, your silence cannot be held against you. You do have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You're not on probation or parole anywhere. You got no other cases. Fair enough. That's all true.
That's true.
If there was something about the case in the end that you wanted to appeal, you're given 3 weeks, 21 days, 3 weeks, to appeal a case to the higher court, which is circuit court. I heard Mr. Howard say that, your wife might not want to be going forward on this. Technically, it's not her call, but they will listen to what she has to say about it. I'm just going to look into further what her position is on the no contact or you being at the house. And as soon as we know that, we'll let you know. But in the interim, stay somewhere else. Friend, family, brother, sister, parent, stay somewhere else. Are you with me?
I'm with you, but I just have one question. One question. Like my car is at my house.
You're
I
allowed to
need
get your
that to go
car,
to
and what
work.
I would do is, you'll need some clothing, underwear, clothes, toiletries, whatever you'd stay if you were going to stay somewhere overnight. Get a police escort up at your home at Belmont. A Kent County Sheriff's deputy would go with you when you're released from jail. Contact the Sheriff's Department. Get a police escort so you can pick up your car, pick up a duffel bag worth of clothes. I'm not talking about moving the furniture or taking the microwave. I'm not talking about moving out. I'm talking about take what you need for a short period of time. Yes, you get to take the car. I don't know where the keys to the car are. I don't know if you have to go in the house to get the keys. You got to make sure that you don't have any contact with Angela. And that's the reason that you have to have a police escort.
Right. I would have to get things for my children too.
Well, she'll understand that as
right
well,
now,
and she'll
it's
try to
my
do.
weekend. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So then I don't know where your mom and dad are, or if they're in the area, or where you would have to have a Plan A, Plan B, Plan C come into effect, but that's what's happening.
Okay. Can
right.
Angela just get a hold of someone as well to make like? But you said about the no contact.
She
Who
can
can she
contact
get
the
a hold
victim
of?
witness. Pretty much the victim witness department is who she's probably already had contact with. That's who'd contact me.
Okay, the victim witness is who she can get a hold of to tell you like that she wants that
Yeah, she can
lifted or
request,
whatever.
she can request and have her thoughts. It doesn't automatically
Victim
mean it's going to
witness,
happen, Mr. Wassenaar, but yes, she
No,
has
I
the right to
understand.
voice her
I just
opinion and
wanna-
ask
Look, I
for
just-
whatever she's requesting, yeah. It's a
Okay.
little bit tricky though, because you're not the one that's supposed to tell her, this is who you call, this is who you contact, because you're not supposed to have any contact with her. So she can, our court's going to contact her.
Oh, so I can't even call her to tell her what's going on.
Right.
Oh my God.
The part about you cannot have
Well,
any
she was
contact with her
okay.
directly.
It's my wife. I was gonna have her get the money for me to do
Yeah,
my
that's not going to
bail.
work. Right.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't mean she can't post the money. It doesn't mean
Well, how
she
would she
couldn't
know,
post it
though?
for you. She'd have to call the court. She knows where you are. She knows you're in jail. Fair enough? I'm just asking. She knows you're in custody, right? Was she there when you were arrested?
Yeah, she knows I'm here.
Yeah. She's an adult. She can look into it. She'll call if she hasn't already. I'm not trying
No,
to
I
make things
called her.
problematic for you.
I've already
You can
been telling her
contact
what's
anybody
going
at your
on.
work. You can contact anybody at your work. You can contact any of your siblings. You can contact any of your friends or any of your employees. Yeah, that's what you need to do.
To get your money for your bond, can I use my cell phone? Because I don't know anyone's number, but the only person's number I know by heart is my wife's, and I can't call her.
Check.
So
Check with the people at the jail. They'll tell you what the protocol is when they take all that equipment at the onset, whether they'll let you get that to use. Talk to the guys at the jail. They'll tell you.
all right.
You got fingerprinted since you've been in there?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you
I've been here
remember
since
ever
1
being in
o'clock.
jail before?
Me?
Yeah, do you remember ever being in jail before?
Not in Kent County.
Okay, but another place you've been in jail before,
Yeah,
so
in
you know
Staten. Yeah.
protocol or, okay, just ask them at the jail. They'll tell you what the procedures are. Okay, that's it for right now. They'll give you a date. Don't miss it. It's probably going to be done by video and or Zoom. You'll know how to contact our court because our number will be on there, the paperwork you get. Right, that's it, Mr. Wassenaar. Thanks for your courtesy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Howard, I think that's the only one we had today. You're going to just request to withdraw?
I am, Your Honor, and I just had one follow-up question. Did you appoint an attorney for him, Your Honor? I didn't.
We
I don't
will.
remember. Yeah, okay.
I didn't, but we will. It's pretty automatic. Yep.
All right, thank you. That's the only
Thanks so
question I
much.
had.
All right,
Yeah, I
peace.
move to withdraw, Your Honor. Thank you.
Granted then, Mr. Howard. Thanks so much. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, bye-bye.